What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Clueless podcast. That's the new name. If you didn't see my last video on this channel, we've decided to change our name to become more serious as a podcast, to get more serious guests on. Which brings us to our guest for today. I'm your host, Jim Walton.
I'm Will.
And our guest today is Lee. Is it Ndlovu?
Ndlovu. Lee Anderson.
Lee Anderson. Where does that name come from? I've never understood.
Anderson's my middle name.
Oh, right. So you just use that, actually. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. So Lee plays for Brighton Town. This is actually his shirt from last season or the season before. Honoured to wear it. But yeah, so we're going to start with the news. So obviously on the news, the hot topic, George Floyd. So the policeman that did that has now been charged with third-degree murder, which is
an accident, which is classed as an accident, right?
Was actually?
Yes, which is yeah.
Oh, wow,
and I think that while it's it's good that he's been charged, it's also not good that he's been charged with third-degree murder, because third-degree murder and manslaughter, which is saying it's an accident, but it quite clearly wasn't.
That's just stupid. That
it's fair enough. It's fair enough. Like, obviously, I do not agree with it. I think he should be charged with first degree. But at the same time, that's just the anger inside me seeing another black person being treated the way he did.
As well as that, it's the anger inside me seeing somebody, just anybody, being treated that way because of the colour of their skin or because of their beliefs or anything.
Indeed. And Nah, I'm not having it. It wasn't an accident.
It's an accident to put your knee on someone's neck for 9 minutes.
Yeah, it's not like you said. Yeah, it said I can't breathe. Does it not give you the sort of idea that possibly you should move your
Let me ease off a little bit. And I don't know if you lot see the video where he was kind of maneuvering his knee back and forth, and the guy's head was going.
Yeah.
Like, that there for me is not an accident. Like, I don't care who you are. Even my 3-year-old daughter would know not to bloody do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, you said, have you seen the video? So there's a video, obviously, and whoever filmed that, thank you for showing the world what that policeman was doing. But why didn't you step in? Why didn't you say something as well? I think
now it's our reality. People would rather get their phones out than help. They'd rather record things than help. It's social media. It's all for, oh my God, like Instagram has to see this or Snapchat has to see this.
Yeah.
Like if you rewind back 20 years, like, I'm not saying I'm only 20, I'm only 25, but if you rewind back 20, 30 years, someone would have said, hey, like, what are you doing? They would have stepped in instead of taking their phones out. Like, we're so glued into our phones and our social media and whatnot. And sometimes it's not even, people just do it because they just want to, I don't know. It's all for clout. It's all for clout.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if it was just for clout, you'd get more clout by getting someone to record you breaking it up.
That'd be the best. You get some sort of medal of honor or something like that. But no,
it's just.
There's so many. There's been quite a few recordings. It's not just one. There's loads of them.
No, there's a few.
Well, loads of people there, and not one of them thought, "Can I try and see what's going on?" And maybe I'm a policeman. Sort of.
At the same time, because it's a policeman.
Yeah.
What do? Do you risk of getting arrested to try to save someone else? And it's about what you believe in. Like,
if it was me personally, I wouldn't care if it was a policeman. I'd go to his colleagues who didn't do anything either, and I'd say to his colleague that he's going to kill him. He's obviously in a lot of pain. He's crying out for help. You're going to do something about it. And if he didn't, I'd just I'd call the police again and get some more people in and see if that would happen, and just talk to the policeman and be like, what are you doing? Ease off him a little bit. And I think if somebody confronted him on video telling him to ease off, the policeman would have had no choice.
100%.
I just think
is what the jury or the judges have seen to make it a third-degree murder. Like, have they not seen the intention, the 9-minute I can't breathe, and it's like, well, you know what I mean? It's just what are they thinking? I can't understand that.
As a policeman, I think he's got some leeway from the judges to say, because some people genuinely, I've seen it on Instagram, people have been like, why does everyone hate he's doing his job? I mean, that's not his job. It's,
Indeed.
you know,
Ridiculous.
a policeman is there, and as a man, I'm looking to go into a career in the police myself. And so obviously, you know, I've been looking into this and things like that. And as a policeman, you detain them. Once you detain them, the job's done. You have to make them even more painful. It's not your choice, life or death. You know, it's not your choice to be like, oh, I don't like this guy, I'm going to put him through loads of pain. Once you detain them, that's your job done.
Exactly.
And so, you know, I don't think there's any time you should kill as a policeman. But there are some times that it'd be understandable if you were to try, even if you shouldn't have done it anyway. And this is not a time.
100%.
Well, I don't understand what was going through the policeman's head. Like, he's in handcuffs, he's on the floor. It's not like he's going to start running away or anything, is it? What was he?
Exactly.
I can't breathe. Oh, that's fine.
Exactly.
Just don't understand it.
Just annoys me to think that I'm looking to go into a career, and that's what some of the people in the career I want to go through do. You know, to think that somebody there's somebody that should be helping you, and a policeman should help you, and they're doing that. It just makes you think, you know, how much can you trust a police officer after watching that?
There's obviously still, it's just certain police officers, like me personally, I've never had a problem with policemen, but there's obviously a selected few that you take it overboard, and it makes a bad name for the rest of the policemen.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
They do a good job. Like, I'm not one of these people that's going to tell you, oh, can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
on. I'm not going to turn around and say, oh, fuck the police or whatever. Like, no. I'm not the guy. Like, because I know one day maybe I might be in a situation where I'm going to need them. Like,
100%.
So, or someone in my family is going to need them. So you can't just say the whole police force is all corrupt. It's just a certain few that are.
Yeah, and you said, you know, you can't go around and say you should excuse the police and all of this stuff. And the people that are protesting, you know, a protest is definitely necessary for this. But the people that are protesting, that are breaking into buildings and stealing things, that's not protesting.
Not protesting.
No.
And, you know, that I think, that angers me more. It makes me more angry. You know, it's almost as if they're using George Floyd's death as an excuse to go and, you know, get everything they want from a shop and call it a protest.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially in a protest where somebody's died. Right? What caused the death? Violence. Therefore, I think the protest should be a peaceful one. To be like, there's no need for violence.
But what's a peaceful riot or protest?
You know, just kind of
marching down the street.
Yeah, marching down the street, chanting.
All in one.
There's no need for any physical violence.
No, at all.
Or even verbal violence. I don't think there's a need for. You know.
But that comes hand in hand with that.
Yeah, the marching down the street is sort of verbal.
But you could be more. I just think people need to be more mature about it.
Yeah.
Just policemen in America have been getting away with this type of thing for so long.
Yeah.
And I feel like they've got sort of an arrogance about them to say, do you know what, like, I can do this and nothing's going to happen to me.
Yeah, and I think that
like this policeman's been, he's been charged with third-degree manslaughter, and another policeman's going to see that and think, you just basically got to slap him for killing someone. Whereas if a normal civilian killed someone, they're either going to jail for stupid long, or they're getting the death sentence. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And to be fair, I was speaking to Tendai yesterday about it, and he was saying it was obviously an accident, and I was getting angry with him. But after reflecting on it, like, it was an accident.
You think?
At the same time, there was a massive. It was just arrogance. Like, the guy's not going to do anything. The guy's laying down on the floor. He's in handcuffs. Where is he going to go? Really and truly, put him in a car and talk to him. Do what you need to do. You don't need to have him on the floor because he wasn't resisting arrest. He didn't do anything.
And as well as that, you know, sometimes when you arrest a criminal, there might be a warrant out on them, or something says somewhere, "Oh, you need to be careful of these people that are violent." This man moved to where he moved to change the world, and he was a big activist about changing the world and making the world a better place. And so he was a very peaceful person. Mm-hmm. So that's, you know, and if Tendai says it's an accident, you know, that's fair enough. But I don't feel like it. I feel like it was definitely a racist attack, 100%. I don't think he would have done that to a white person, and I think that any racism is disgusting, and it doesn't matter how far you take it. It's all disgusting. It's just that the levels on top that are even more disgusting. Yeah. And murder, whether it's an accident or not, that is just. I think that's one of the worst things that you can do. Murder through racism. It's just. Yeah. It actually pains me to say it that people in 2020 are still that racist after everything, you know, apartheid and you know, World War II with the Nazis. People are still thinking it's okay to be racist.
Yeah, it's never gonna go away unless there's a dramatic change and within the government say we need to clamp down on this or whatever. But it's never gonna change.
As a footballer, do you see a lot of racism in football?
Do I see a lot of racism in football? Not really, no.
I think that's one thing that really has changed is the level of racism in football.
Everyone's scared of me.
Yeah, everyone is scared. I remember I was sat on the team coach to go to York City away, and you get on and you're giving everyone a high five. I've got my hand up to give you a high five. Your arm goes past my head. My head. I was like, no, what is going on? This guy is huge.
Nah, there was one instance at who was it? Do you remember who were the old Chester? There was one incident at Chester where I got pulled up and got asked if I heard anything. But apparently this guy came out, and this was when Lowy obviously scored that goal, the winner. And the guy
my brother was at that game.
Yeah, and apparently the guy ran out and called me a black bastard or whatever, but I didn't hear it. And to be fair, like, if someone comes out and calls me a black bastard, like whatever, like you've just lost that.
But what do they achieve by doing that?
It's not that deep. It's just that's how they've been brought up. That's the way they've been brought up. That's
a big thing.
So it's not like they've just woke up and said, you know what, I want to be racist. No, it's generations of it. It's his dad or his uncle or someone saying black people or any coloured person is no good or whatever. But it is what it is. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, someone tries to call me a black bastard in my face, was swinging arms, like, but sometimes you have to rise above it.
Yeah.
You have to rise above it and say, you know what, cool, I'm a black bastard, but it is what it is. Like, you're white, enjoy it.
I think they've done well to try and clamp down on it as well. Like, they've made a very big effort recent few years to try and clamp down, and they're doing well.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Did you see any of you see Balotelli's tweet? Something about Africa, saying that I challenge you all African footballers to put money together with me to leave the racist Europe and build stadiums in Africa and develop our youth. We have money, we can build at least 5 world-class stadiums in each country and sign a petition that no players will ever be exported to Europe ever again. Here in Africa, they will play under love of their sisters and brothers, with no one singing racist chants or in the stands against them. We are more talented. We can make our Champions League quality, our leagues quality. We have great talent that is never appreciated abroad.
Yeah, I love that.
And to get
Balotelli he's seen some of the worst of racism in football. He's really quite open about how the world can change through racism. It's something I really, really do respect behind him. It's just how active he is in the movement for racism.
The issue is he's a massive target. Like wherever he goes, you see all these videos. You can see all his videos on YouTube. Just racist chants towards him, racism towards him, and it's just genuinely devastating. Like this is what football has made me now feel that Africa should just be separated from Europe because of all this racism, and it is terrible.
To think that somebody actually feels that just stresses me to think. Imagine English football without Lee. Without anybody imagine if it got to a point where it's so bad that you can only play football in your own country because people play racism.
No, that was the thing. Used to be like 2 foreign players per club. Something ridiculous like that. You couldn't imagine it now, could you?
Brackley would really suffer if racism was too big. Glenn Walker would have to go, Terry Aldle, Lee, our top striker, obviously. Tendai would have to go, and anybody else? Shep. Oh, I love Shep. Sat next to him on the coach on the way back from York. Had a great chat with him, and he's such a nice guy. All of
He's not a nice guy. That guy is the most annoying guy in the world.
Is he?
He's annoying. Don't be fooled by the little act. Him and Tendai together, no.
Tendai is your best friend. He's always on your story.
Yeah, but he's bad. He's a bad egg, that one.
We'll get into that later with the changing room banter. I think that we're gonna make the move now from the news into you, which is gonna be quite a tough move.
We can do Bundesliga or not.
Oh yeah, we'll do the Bundesliga now. Yeah.
Right, quickly there were 5 games yesterday. Yep. First one, Mainz versus Hoffenheim.
Who?
Mainz, M-A-N-Z.
Yeah. Versus
Hoffenheim.
Hoffenheim 2-0.
Saying 2-0 Mainz.
Hoffenheim 1-0. All right.
Oh, I won that one.
Awesome, closest. All right, now Wolfsburg versus Eintracht Frankfurt.
3-1 Wolfsburg.
2-0 Wolfsburg.
2-1 Eintracht Frankfurt. I can't pronounce it, but...
Really?
Oh, serious?
I think Wolfsburg have owned the relegation zone or something like that. I think they've been really bad this season. I'll check.
Oh, man.
No, they're 6th. It's Werder Bremen that are in the Werder Bremen. They've always been quite big. Now they're in the transfer thing, relegation zone. Right, next game, Schalke versus Werder Bremen.
Schalke 1-0. That's going to be a massive scoring game, isn't it?
Werder Bremen 2-0.
Werder Bremen won 1-0 actually. Against Schalke.
Werder Bremen won
relegation battle massively. Yeah, you got it right, Lee. Right, last 2, Hertha Berlin versus Augsburg.
Augsburg 1-0.
I'm just going to go opposite 1-0.
Yeah, you go opposite pretty much every time. That's 2-0 Hertha, so yeah, Lee got that again.
You're struggling right now, bro. Come on.
I haven't won one of these segments yet.
You know, oh dear.
I don't follow football unless it's Brackley.
Yeah, okay, you should be able to guess the winner of this one.
Got him.
All right, Bayern Munich versus, is it Dusseldorf?
Oh, Munich 4-0.
Score. I'm saying Munich 4-1.
4-1. Oh, nah, Munich won 5-0.
I was closer.
So,
you know what? I was going to go for that. When you said 4, I thought, let me let me up him. Okay, cool.
All right, and it's 2-0.
Well done.
Gladbach at half time at the moment. They're 2-0 up. Anyway, that's the Bundesliga done. We'll do this in the Premier League when it restarts in the future, although we'll probably know half the scores when you're gone. Lee, if you want to come on again, you're more than welcome to. We haven't finished yet. But when you do the scores, obviously. So now let's get to the main segment, which is Lee.
Putting Lee on the spot a little bit, I'm not sure what I've told him. Might have done a lot. Let's just go back and forth. But have you got a difficult time in your life that you had to push through, and how did you manage to push through it?
Have I had a
setbacks in life?
Have you had like a really difficult point in your life that you struggled to push through, but you managed to push through it and just put it behind you?
Do you know, I'm one of these people that no matter how hard life gets, I will always push through. Like I can't tell you I've had one difficult. No, like I've had loads of difficult experiences, but I'm one of these people where I stay positive. I stay positive throughout. As much as possible. Like most people will say, Lee's happy, Lee's bubbly, Lee's this, Lee's that. But like only a selective few will really know what I'm like. Like I'm a Mardy guy. I'm so Mardy. But obviously with my work, with what I do, I have to put a face on. Yeah. Put a face on. If I don't put that face on, I don't get clients, or I don't do this, I don't do that, and it just doesn't work. So I always try to stay positive. I'm a Mardy but happy guy. The toughest time for me was the start of lockdown. Like for about 6 weeks, I didn't see my daughter, and that's been one of the hardest times for me. Like I don't know if you've not seen on my Instagram, like I was doing when lockdown started, I was doing loads of lives on Instagram, and you know, trying to keep the positivity. And after about 3 weeks, I started thinking, like I miss my baby. Like I can't even give my little girl a hug or nothing. And it really started to get to me. And yeah, that's probably been the hardest thing. Yeah.
Why was it that you couldn't be with her? Were you in separate homes? I'm assuming at the same time.
Yeah. So she lives with her mum. She lives with her mum. Then I pick up on like Fridays itself. I pick up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then she'll go back to her mum's.
But you can't do that now. Or you can. Actually, you can now.
No. Now. Like she's in the other room watching Mary Poppins right now.
Oh, good, yeah.
Good film.
Well, I can hear her calling me. I don't know what she wants, but she's alright. But yeah, that's the hardest time for me.
Yeah, I bet.
Right. When did you start getting to because it's practically a professional football club, or was it semi-pro?
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro. So do you have another job, or?
I'm a personal trainer.
Oh, actually, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm a personal trainer. I'm in Leicester. And yeah, I try to do my bit to change.
Have you always wanted to be in football, or is that
100%? So I started football when I was 12 years old. That's when I started playing for a team. And me and my dad would obviously go to the park and play. My uncles, my brothers, we'd obviously all go play in the park, and I was always the little one. And obviously everyone's a lot older, so Africans, they don't care. They just dash you out of the way and say move, and then you have to get back up and keep going. It obviously builds character, it builds strength and whatnot. And yeah, so I started when I was 12, which is quite late.
That's very late, yeah.
I'll say it now. If I started at an earlier age, I'd probably be playing for a professional club right now.
Is there any chance of you moving up from Brackley? Because you were league player of the season, weren't you?
Yeah.
So any chance of transfers or anything?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Have you actually you said that you're going to stay yet? Because I've noticed on the story breakdown page that a lot of people have been like, yeah, I'm going to stay. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. So last season I signed a 2-year.
All right.
Okay, that's
My team. So I'm there for another year anyway. It's not for me to say I'm staying. I'm there for another year.
So I mean, you won the on the Instagram non-league page. You won the National League Player North. Now National League North Player of the Season. What do you think of that?
What do I think about that?
Yeah.
If I was Mario, I'd be absolutely fuming. I'd be absolutely fuming. But you know what? You work hard. You work hard to try and get these.
Yeah, you deserved it.
These trophies. And this is for me. It's massive because I've always been a big player, but I've always been in the background. So I'll do all the hard work, then someone else will get the applause. And it's nice to obviously see me getting a little bit of praise.
Yeah. Lee, do you remember who Harry Griffith is?
Who?
Harry Griffith.
Yeah. I know Harry.
He told me to say that Arsenal is shit. Are you an Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
I know he's a Chelsea fan, but he just asked me if I could tell you that.
No comment.
So obviously you played at Wembley a couple of years ago. First rugby game I ever came to see was at Wembley. How was that as a feeling? I bet that must have felt just amazing.
Oh, mad. It was like, I don't even know how to explain it. At the time, you don't really take it in.
Yeah.
Like, we obviously went on a tour just before we went there. Off the stadium, we went out onto the pitch, but we wasn't allowed onto the actual pitch. We were just at the dugout and whatnot. And then obviously seeing the whole stadium was just like, this is crazy. Like, there's players that play in the stadium, in stadiums like this every week in, week out. And like, that's what I want to be doing. That's what I want to be doing. Like, it's a carpet. Like, you know, when you buy a brand new carpet and it's just fresh, and you know, like, when you step on it, it's nice and soft. Yeah. It was crazy. And I didn't take it in up until probably about 2-3 weeks after the game.
Oh.
Like, I had, obviously, my friends are like, yo, bro, like, you played at Wembley. And I'm like, yeah, like, we played at Wembley. But then after thinking about it, yo, I played at bloody Wembley. Like, it's mad. It's crazy. Yeah, it was nice.
That game was mental. I think I'm right in saying that there was 2 minutes of injury time, and Gaz Dean scored in the 4th minute of injury time. Am I right in saying that?
Yes.
Yeah, he scored way over the final whistle, and then we went in 1 in penalties. Ref obviously liked us.
Yeah, I think he wanted to give us a chance.
Yeah.
But there was towards the end, there was quite a few stoppages. So even though it might have said 2 minutes, the stoppages will obviously count.
Was there much time wasting from, I don't know, whoever the team?
It was Bromley, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, was there a lot of time wasting from Bromley?
What was the question? Sorry?
Was there a lot of time wasting from Bromley?
It wasn't even time wasted. It was more, they obviously tried to keep the ball as best as they could. And there was quite a few fouls. Like, Matt Lowe just got fouled ridiculous amounts, like.
Matt Lowe
But
gets
he's such
fouled.
a fucking player. Yeah, like he just draws you in, and we prospered from him driving at players, and yeah, man, Matt Lowe's my boy.
I love Matt Lowe. I'll send him a text and he hasn't replied. But he will see. He will see. It's only been a year since the first time I texted him, so we've still got time. But
he's a bit late.
He's a busy man.
Yeah.
He's a busy man.
Yeah, I just remember when Gaz scored, we went to celebrate, and you know Luke Pearson.
Sorry?
You know Luke Pearson?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to celebrate, and both put our arms up at the same time. He was wearing a watch. They just put a gash straight the way down my arm, and it was just bleeding like crazy. And I was like, I don't even care. He scored.
That's the passion, bro.
Yeah.
That's the passion.
So obviously, as a PT, your whole life, you're a PT, you're a footballer, not sports. How do you keep on top of having enough energy to do that?
Bro, I don't. Sometimes I don't even know where the energy comes from. Like, it just comes from somewhere. I don't know whether it's in my head that you're not tired or you. I've just got. I think it's because I'm so driven. Like, I want to do well in my life. I don't want to just be known as that PT or that guy that used to play for Brackley, like, or plays for Brackley. I don't want to be known as that. I want to be known as more, and I want to be more as a person and as a father, maybe more. So, but yeah, you know what? Like everyone thinks, yeah. I've just done PT and football. Like, no one actually realizes that I used to have to do stupid amount of hours on the burger van, or stupid amount of hours at the warehouses. Like, I've worked in every single warehouse in Leicester and Leicestershire. Like, no one sees all of that. Like, obviously, I'm not out here saying, oh yeah, like warehouse job. No, like, my PT is my PT, and I have to use Instagram for that.
Yeah.
But it's not plain sailing.
I mean, on Instagram, you have nearly 2,000 followers. Go follow him there, Lee Anderson PT. Nearly 2,000 followers. So you got a lot of clients.
I've got you know what, with clients, you don't want to be a successful PT. You have to keep your clients for a certain amount of time. You can't have your clients for 5 years and say yeah, like, unless obviously their goal ends up taking 5 years. But the quicker the clients are done, the better. My job is to try teach them as much as possible so that they don't need a PT. And for them to have that self-confidence to say, you know what, like, I can do this without having to go to a PT. Like, I could just buy my membership and push myself to this certain amount, and obviously make sure my food is in check and my sleep is good and I'm drinking enough water. It's just about driving more than anything. What do you really want? Like, why do you want it, kind of thing?
Yeah.
How have you kept with doing personal
I'm going to start making
lockdown? Have you had to do online sessions or?
Sorry?
How have you coped with How have you coped having to, like, personal training lockdown?
So obviously my clients, I use an app called My PT Hub. So I literally just set them out some workouts and obviously food, and then they check in. We check in each week and say, "Yo, you good? I'm good. Are you good? I'm good." And then yeah,
Nice.
I haven't really had no clients. I've gone on walks with clients, but nothing crazy.
Right. How did you get to be playing for Brackley Town? Did you trial for, like, Premier League clubs or anything and then move down, or what happened? What was your journey?
Okay, so So when I was, what, how old was I? 15? When I was 15, 16, I used to play for a team called Highfield Rangers. I was vice captain. It was the first club I ever played for in England. It's in fact the first ever football club that I played for was Highfield Rangers. And then from there, when I was 16, I moved to Eltham Park. From when I was 16, I was playing with the men's as well. So we was playing Wednesday Floodlit League. And then I was playing. So like Wednesdays, I'd play with the boys, and then on the Saturdays, sometimes I'd have to go with the first team, the men. And then I was there till I was 18. And then from 18, I moved to Oldby Town. We stayed there for 1 year. There was quite a few of us from Leicester. It was me, Courtney Mead, Danny Spencer, Jake Duffy. And then you okay? What's up? My daughter's here.
No worries.
Yeah. Thank you. And then I moved to Oldby Town. From Oldby Town, I went to Hull Beach. Then from Hull Beach, I was scoring loads. I was scoring loads of goals. And then I had a try at Gateshead, which didn't go very well. But yeah, it was a good experience. Then from Gateshead, I moved to. It sounds like I've had loads of teams right now.
Yeah.
From Gateshead, I moved to Grantham Town. Then I was there for like couple months, and the next season, so the next pre-season. In fact, no, tell a lie. No one's meant to know this, but so I moved to Grantham, and then we must have not had training. We must have not had training one day, and I've obviously gone to play football with my old manager, and then with him, I got scouted by Birmingham City, but I wasn't even meant to be there. And then I've ended up going to Birmingham, and I was there for what? I went there for like a little trial. Then they invited me back for 4 weeks. I think it was. So in the 4 weeks, I trained, played games, scored a couple goals, and then they must have obviously had the meeting to say, are they going to sign him or whatever. And this is how the tender is ringing me. This is how the 21s manager, which was Richard Beale. He said, if it was up to me, I would sign you now, but it's not up to me. And apparently Gary Rowett, who was the manager at the time, turned around and said, is he ready for first team football? But because of what he had seen, he didn't think so. So then he just said, you know what, like, we're not going to sign him. And at the end of the day, when you sign someone, you're signing them to play in the first team. You're not just signing them unless they're young. And then so then I went back home, went back to Grantham, played games. Then January came, season started. I was still scoring my goals, and then I moved to Ilkeston on that January transfer. And then from Ilkeston, I played there for a whole year. Then the next season, February came, and everyone had enough because the money there was good, but we was never getting paid. We wasn't getting paid on time. Yeah. So then from Ilkeston, I moved to Brackley, and that was in February, 4 years ago now. 4 years ago, and I've been at Brackley since. I haven't had that many. I haven't had that many clubs. I've always kind of stepped up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You say you moved. Were you transferred with like a fee, or did you just say?
No. So all the players got released because they said that they didn't have the money. And then Staffy obviously messaged me and said, "What do you think about Brackley?" And I just said, "Oh, I don't mind. I'll come down. So we went down there, and I met obviously the gaffer Kevin, and then it was just straightforward from there. I think I signed. So I went there on the Tuesday. I signed by the Thursday, and then that was it. Just put your head down, work hard. But it was hard for me to get game time because they had strikers there already. Main one being Stephen Diggin. He was bagged man and just used to score all the time. Well, yeah.
That's what you do.
I mean,
I'm also you go.
Changing it up a little bit from on the pitch to in the changing rooms. Who's the funniest guy in the changing room?
Jimmy
Anderson.
Jimmy Anderson.
I see that.
The guy is hilarious. He does these impressions that you know when you just have to just sit back and just admire the person that he is. He's funny.
Yeah, the last game I went to was against, I can't remember who it was against, but Jimmy was warming up, and Harry Griffith's little brother went over to him and he was like, Jimmy, do you play Fortnite? Jimmy was like, yeah. And he's just having a chat and being really funny there, being really friendly. I can see him being there. Who's got the worst chat?
Who's got the worst chat? The worst chat in what sense?
Just thinks they're funny and is not.
Think they're funny and they're not. Tendai. Nah,
Oh, yeah,
scrap that. I apologize. Shit. It's shit. 110% shit.
Who's the guy that you can always go to if you've got a problem?
Boy, there's a couple. Obviously me, Tendai, Shep, Lowy, have always been quite close. As me and Lowy have always been close, and then obviously Shep came and then Shep came into it. Tendai came into it, so we're quite close. We play like Fortnite or whatever together. But them three are the closest that I would tell anything or anything to. And then obviously Gaz is quite good like that. He's very, very good like that.
Yeah, Gaz he's got a really strong leadership personality.
Yeah, 100%.
He doesn't seem the most sociable, but he does seem like a really nice lad.
Well, get him on a night out and you'll meet Gaz Dean. You will meet Gaz Dean. In fact, no, let me not say Gaz. You will meet Gareth Dean. The guy's on a different level. Like, if you're gonna try drink with him, just make sure you're drinking water, not alcohol. Because
I've always seen Matty Loby in the main party
Huh?
animal. I've always seen Matty Loby in the main party animal. Every single game, he's at a club afterwards.
I no comment. I don't know on that one. But when you've been out, it's just guys. It used to be Gaz Goodjar. No, I've seen it like that. Them two used to be. They'll start ripping people's shirts. They'll drinks all over. They'll pour drinks all over each other like they're crazy.
First time I ever saw Gaz, I thought he looks like he should be in the United States Marines. He's got the haircut. He's got the build. He's massive.
Yeah. He's one person that I literally said, yo, like, this guy's got a decent body. No homo, but he's got a decent body. Like,
Yeah.
why is his body getting so close to mine? And I thought, nah, I need to work harder. I want to walk into any team and say, yeah, I've got the best body here. I might not be the best player, but I've got the best body, whatever.
Yeah.
My real business.
I just remember at York away again, we were waiting by the buses to go, and then I was like, I don't think we've got time to get to shops. The Gaz comes out and he's in quite a bad mood, he's lost. And he was like, I'm going to the shop. So I walked down to the shop near him, and he's just, he's in a bad mood, scaring me like that. I thought, I'm not going to say anything to him, because I don't want to piss him off more, even if I'm trying to be nice.
No. Even though he might be, he's very passionate and he hates losing.
So
Like all of us hate losing. Like that's why I think we've always done so well as a team, and that's why Gaffer's always tried to keep all of us together, because none of us like losing. In fact, nobody likes losing. But it gets to the point where even at training, like you start seeing the tackles flying, and because no one wants to lose a game, the running is so competitive. Like everything is just competition, and I feel like that's what's made us do so well.
Yeah, I think Kevin Wilson is a brilliant manager for that.
Mm.
Definitely one of the best managers in the game. I've just sort of seen him being so, and he always drives forward.
Is that right?
Love rice. Is it what is it? What is it? Is it like egg fry?
No, just plain rice.
Oh, just yeah.
So it's nice.
Plain rice with chicken.
Oh, that's
okay. Oh yeah. That's
good. That's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I actually love afros.
This is going to be my mic from now on. So anytime I speak. Yeah.
All right. I'm practically getting promoted this season. What's happening about the league? Because you were doing well. You get promoted.
Do you know what? We get to the promotion side of it, and for I think it's 3 years in a row, we haven't been able to get past that last little hurdle. But apparently the season's going to be continued.
Is it all right?
The playoffs will be played. So obviously,
you're in the playoffs now.
Yeah.
I cried in the playoff semi-finals last year. Penalty shootouts.
Hey. Did you miss that, Lee?
I was so angry. I was so angry at you.
Don't talk about that.
I was like, Lee, you're my favourite player in this team, and you just done this to me.
Yeah. Listen, you know, on the way back home. So I'm obviously like, at that point, everything is on top of my head. Everything. Yeah. Like there was nothing that no one could have said that would have made me feel any better. Like
that's a fair point. How bad?
Imagine I'm driving home, and there's this guy right in front of me, and I'm thinking to myself, get out of the way. Like I want to go home right now. Don't annoy me. And this person would not move. So I tried to obviously apply some pressure. He's not moving, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, you're really gonna like annoy me now. So then I've ended up undertaking him, and then obviously coming back into the lane. And about 2 seconds later, in fact, like 2 seconds later, I see, whoa! I said, oh, yeah, this is not what I need right now. This is not what I need right now. So carried on driving for about another 500 meters or whatever. And he's obviously pulled me over now, and he's gone, is this your car? Are you insured? Yes. And I'm going,
oh no.
Okay, come into my car. So then I've gone into his car. Then he's asked me the same questions again. Is this your car? Are you insured? Then he's gone, is there a reason why you was going so fast? And I said, you know, I don't even know how fast I was going. Then he goes, you was doing 90 in a 70. And do you know what, Mr. Officer? This is literally
because of penalty, yeah.
I've never been so arrogant in my life. I've literally sat down like this, and I've gone, you know what, Mr. Officer, I've just missed a penalty to take us into the final, and yeah, I didn't realise how fast I was going. And then he's gone, you know what, you seem like a nice lad. You seem like a nice lad. I want to get home safely, and so do you. So let's make sure it's within a reasonable speed. And I just listen. I literally said thank you, then walked out, got back into my car, and carried on doing the same speed. Nothing in my head made sense. Nothing in my head made sense. I was just you.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant.
I'd actually file a complaint if I was you to Kevin for putting me in that spot. I'd be like, you put me in this spot where if I miss, we don't go through. Like,
No. He didn't. I wanted that penalty.
did you?
Yeah.
I'd have had Shano taking that one.
And the worst thing, like, if you had seen me taking the penalties the day before, you'd put money on me to score that penalty. And
that's what I'd seen you take penalties that season.
I was absolutely banging them in. No pressure, whatever. Like, this is nothing. And I've never really been let's go. Let's do it. Front line, let's go. And in the last second, my left foot, I felt my left foot got, and I thought, I'm fucked.
Was it over the bar or what happened?
Yeah, it's over the stand.
Over the stand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miles on the cricket pitch.
Oh no!
It was about, when was it? It was about three weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. That final. This, like, 2 weeks ago last year.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Obviously, it came up on my Snapchat.
Yeah, it was on everybody's stories.
And
That's nice, isn't it?
Imagine there was females there to watch me. All my boys are there to watch me. My daughter's there to watch me. Like, I'm thinking,
I could imagine that.
I'm about to make a lot of people proud here. We did it. No.
If it makes you feel any better, you remained my favourite Bracken player through that time.
No, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
And still are today.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
No, you're my favourite one too, only because you're the only person I've ever met.
Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, we're there.
Don't meet anyone else.
I'm going to the game.
If you want to be really nice, you could message Matty for me instead of reply to my text.
Do you want me to? I'll try ringing for you.
Oh my God, I was joking.
All right. I think we're reaching the hour mark. I'm not sure actually when we started.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much, Lee. Have you got your person of the week in your head through this?
Can it be anybody?
Yeah.
In the world.
He's done something to help someone.
The judge that said the guy has to go to prison.
Yeah.
I mean, at least
I don't think Lowy's going to answer. He's not going to answer.
Oh.
Let's see don't say nothing. Let's see. What do you want now?
Don't do that.
What do you want? What's up?
What do you mean, what's up?
It's 4 o'clock. You're not here. Where are you? Where are you?
Till 4:30.
Why? Because he's sleeping.
He's getting ready now.
Look, he's not getting ready. He's still sleeping.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna ring you. All right, I'll make my way. Where are you at?
Right.
There.
He knew. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, lads. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I mean,
much for this.
in a couple of weeks, maybe we'll get you back on and see how we're going since the last time we came on and just have an update. Hopefully by then we'll actually have the studio ready and it works.
Well, a pretty much hopefully, yeah.
Games going where, let's say, if we get the question wrong, or if I get it right, he gets it wrong, he has to eat an egg. Yeah.
Yes. Actually, come on, show you have to do challenges.
Yeah. Let's do that.
And then after that, you can come on.
Oh, so I'll come around yours for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be good.
Can't wait for that. Just as soon as quarantine's over, drop me a text and just say I'm free. I'll get you around.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for this. It's been cracking.
No worries.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening.
All right, see you.
Thank you so much.
Come on.
And until next time, peace out.